Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is James Caldwell. This is R&B Divas LA Season 3, Episode 2. Now, I'm a little bothered. I'm a little bothered, I'm going to tell you, from the door. And I'll explain why. But we met another character today. We actually met Brave. Brave is one of the new girls. She's actually being brought in by Little Mo. They're both from Baltimore. Now, what we found out is that Brave and Lil Mo really don't know each other. They know of each other, basically. They're both from Baltimore, and they kind of know, they both know some of the same people, okay? So that's basically how that is kind of going to work out. So, you pick up on that right away. Mo goes down and sees her. She's at the gym. I've said she's a beautiful girl. She really is. She's from the group Rich Girl. And I absolutely love this group. I told you before, I think I said a little bit in the last video. Rich Girl was a group that was basically, they were sort of put together and they were just like the dark side of Destiny's Child. Very much like Soldier. That kind of feel and look of Destiny's Child, that was the Rich Girl look. I really did like them. They had a song, Swagger Right, and then they also had a song, He Ain't With Me Now. He Ain't With You Now, though. Those were the two songs, but I don't think an album ever actually came of it. But those two songs were really good songs. Oh, I love that. Get Your Swagger Right. It was the shit. It really was. I love those two little songs by them. But anyway, so now I know the group. I know their group persona. Okay. And it was very much the girl group and everybody had their own kind of character, kind of the Mary Jane girls beefed up to the 2000 millennium or whatever. But whatever. Okay, so we're just going to have to meet her. I like her already. I already liked her because I liked her group. So I'm just going to put that out there. She told Lil Mo from the door. You know, she's telling her what she got going on, what she's working with. Mo's like, I want you to meet some of my girls that I got out here. I really don't think that Brave was going to fit in with the girls, but at any rate, she told her from the door, I'm really out here grinding. This is my one shot. I'm taking this one shot, I'm putting everything into it, and I ain't for no mess. Like, I'll meet the girls. If I can make friendships with them, that'll be cool, but I ain't for no mess. So I'm like, oh, y'all got me getting a little anxious and getting a little nervous already. But anyway, we'll come on back to it. Cresette, my girl, she has left Motown. She started her own label, which is naturally Rich Hipster. She actually has a distribution deal as well with Capitol Records. So she's in a good spot, a scary spot, where everything is her now. You know, and her mom is there, but her mom's a little more solid. Her mother's not like managing her. Her mother's just kind of there. So it's really, really going to be on Cresette. She has this whole little situation where she's like behind. She has like a day to finish this song and get it shipped on out. It is it's a gospel selection. She never directed a choir before, but she has this choir. And it just so happens she went over like 4 hours of studio time. So that was like $800, but I swear it was worth it. They sound absolutely fabulous. She directed the hell out of the choir. But that's Cresette. Cresette has an ear for what it is that's in her head. She has the little people dancing and moving in her head, and she can hear it in her head, and then she has the ear to pick up on it, and she knew what was right, what wasn't right. She was fantastic. It was something that was really, it was something to see. It was. And they sang that damn song, and I was like, this is really good. I really, really like it. And then they actually did do the whole song at the end of the end of the episode. So we'll talk about it again in a minute. But yeah, it was really good. She got the job done without a hitch. I was really proud of her. And I just don't think there's anything musically that Cresette can't do. I just love her goddamn voice. When she opens up her mouth, I love it. So it just is what it is. Her brother was part of that choir, her little brother. She talks to him, and she makes him an offer that he really can't refuse. But we find out in the midst of it that the brother is actually bipolar. And as they grew up, I think she didn't really understand, which is what happens a lot with people that are bipolar. Didn't understand, and she wasn't always the nicest to him. And she basically wants to reach out. She wants to repair the relationship, as well as make sure that he gets a fair shot at this business. And she has the pull to be able to do that. And at first, he's real honest. He's just like her. I think as a family, they really speak their minds. And he told her, I think you're part of it is guilt, because you weren't so nice to me. Growing up, we didn't have the best relationship. She admitted that. She admitted it. But I commend her for even reaching out like this, because she already knows he's going to be a fucking handful. But she's, for the sake of what is correct, she's willing to reach out and say, fuck it, I'm going to take your ass on. I know you're going to drive me crazy. So I kind of, I don't know how I feel about her, kind of, because she said that she literally kind of disowned him, kind of, when they were growing up. And I kind of understand it. Again, it's hard to understand. It's a situation. But I really commend her on reaching out. I really do. But whatever. So he said that, he'll let her know. So that was that. In the meantime, in between time, she's planned to have a party, a launch party in her backyard. The attire is angel wings and glitter. So everybody agreed to go. They had a little sit down powwow where they met. All the girls ended up meeting Brave, and then Leela was back because she's been touring in Australia, so she was back, and they all got to meet Brave and everything. And that went kind of rocky. It was kind of I don't know. I had an uneasy feeling. I just didn't think they were all that welcoming. It was kind of one of them things like, okay, well, who's this? And that kind of thing. But she just sat there with her beautiful self, had her hair snatched up, and she's so blonde. Like, her hair is dyed so blonde, and her eyes are so cheeky. She's so exotic looking. Like, she's absolutely fucking beautiful to me. But and she doesn't seem to be like she's all hooked up on it or anything. So, and her body's nice, and she just got the whole package. But I'm like, all right. So she was invited to go to the Angel Wing party as well. And she's like, okay, cool. So the next thing you see her and Lil Mo and Leela. They actually go to a lingerie store, and they're looking for wings and all this. And you can tell she's really, Brave is a really free spirit. And then she's younger. You know what I mean? She's younger. So she has a more provocative style. And again, if you've looked at any of the videos and you hear the songs that she sings, her personality is a little different than the girls. Her personality is not a problem. Whips, chains, bondage type outfits and things like that. She was getting life. Other than Lil Mo's like, oh girl, no honey, and Leela's old prudish ass. So she was she's like, just try it. Just give into the process, this kind of thing. So she's basically playing dress up with Lil Mo, and Lil Mo looked damn good. She had her in this whole black, more of a dominatrix type of, honey, Lil Mo was wearing that shit. Do you hear me? And she looked good in the shit. But again, that's Brave. Because Brave said to Leela, couldn't you see you rocking out on stage? And Leela's like, oh girl, no, honey. So, but that's the thing. But I just felt like, it hit me. I was like, damn, Leela, you being kind of shady. You know what I mean? But Leela can do that sometimes. She's a little standoffish, a little shady. Mo, everything seemed cool. Then they actually, she met up. Brave met up and spent some time with Cresette. She had Cresette come down and to check her out. She was doing some work with her choreographer, and she had Bethany Bethany is this really sharp, brown-skinned girl, and she wears her hair cut and like a very, very short man's cut. And she's a dancer. She's worked with Beyonce and a bunch of other fabulous people, and she's really, really good. She really is. I've seen her around. But she was working with Brave, and Brave was doing parts of her new song. The song sounds hot to me, and the bitch was wearing the choreography out. You know, that's her. It's just who she has these a half top, little stretch pants, and she has like thigh-high leather boots that are with a real high heel, and this is what she's practicing in. So right away, you know, that lingerie thing, leather lingerie, that's where she lives at, okay? So that's that thing. So Cressette's like kind of looking at her, and I think Cresette thought that she was going to be like looking for help and that kind of thing, but they were just kicking back and forth about, you know, oh my God, I'm so excited to be here, and I have this going on, I have that going on. Cresette actually had come in when she first walked in. She's like, shit, she gonna say, goddamn Brave got a nice ass, you know what I mean? I said, well, girl, there you go, give me your lesbonic tease, honey. But I didn't know what Cresette wanted from her, and it just was kind of coming off a little shady. And, you know, then they met up over at Lil Mo's house. So Mo Cresette and Leela were all talking about meeting with Brave, and they're like, I hope she's not crazy. And they're like building this case that maybe she's crazy because she's like a take charge person. And I'm like, I was getting very upset with them. And you know I love these girls. I really do. They were shady. They were being shady girls. It was almost like the mean girl thing, you know? And I really didn't like that. That really bothered me. Because I thought she was being very upfront and very cool. And they were just being really shady. I didn't care for it. But anyway, we see another scene where Brave met with her manager. And they basically went into the whole fact that everything is really on the line here with her. They definitely need to get a distribution deal with someone because they are not going to be able to keep funding everything. So everything's out there. She's really taking her one shot, and I'm really pulling for her. I like the little girl. But I love my divas, but my divas were just being a bit shady, if you ask me. But anyway, going on to the rich hipster party, and it was cute. It was very, very Cresette, very cute. They did the song. The choir was all there, and she actually sang the song, and it was just gorgeous. It really was. It really reminded me, I'm glad it aired this month like it did because it really put me in mind of like an authentic Negro spiritual. It was gorgeous. It really was. It was gorgeous. And it had all the elements of a Negro spiritual, and she did the hell out of it. She really did. And it still had that Cresette feel, but again, it was so authentic. I was just sitting there just really quiet, like really the whole time when they were singing the song, I was just sitting there quiet. It was really, that's the Cresette I love, honestly. It is. This was good. I enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed meeting Brave and learning more about her. I really enjoyed Cresette. My girls made me mad being a little shady. I hope they're going to let that go and stop that. But yeah, it was a good episode. It really was. At the party, Cresette's brother did actually tell her yes. So we kind of know it's going to be on from there. Seen a few little previews. That bipolarity that he has, I think, is going to serve for some very interesting television throughout the season. But again, hats off to her to try to patch up her family and make a little money while you're at it. So that's basically all that really went on. Again, I really enjoyed this episode, and you guys know what to do. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and then meet me back here next Wednesday, and we'll do this all over again. It's only going to go up from here. So we still have another character to meet, the child that Whitney Houston smacked the shit out of. So hopefully we'll meet her next Wednesday. All right, guys. I will talk with you later. Bye, guys.